Three areas in Luzon are expected to experience temperatures in the danger heat index range on Monday, March 3, according to Pag-asa. The State Weather Bureau said it's monitoring stations at the Science Garden in Quezon City and Clark Airport in Pampanga forecast a heat index of 46 degrees Celsius in their areas. Meanwhile, Pag-asa's monitoring station in Central Luzon State University in Nueva Ecija has forecast a heat index of 45 degrees Celsius in its area. A heat index of 42 to 51 degrees Celsius falls under danger category based on Pag-asa's metrics. Meanwhile, other areas in the Philippines are seen to experience heat index of 39 to 40 degrees Celsius, which fall under the extreme caution category. Several local government units and schools suspended face-to-face classes on Monday following Pag-asa's forecast of a danger heat index level in parts of Luzon. Following Pag-asa's heat index forecast, the Department of Health urges residents in affected areas to take precautions against heat cramps and exhaustion as they may further lead to heat stroke. To prevent heat-related illnesses, the DOH also recommends drinking plenty of water, avoiding iced tea, soda, coffee, or alcoholic beverages, and limiting outdoor activities between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. and using sun protection such as hats, umbrellas, and sunscreen. The health agency also advises the public to wear loose and lightweight clothing. Senate President Cheese Escudero openly welcomes the proposal for Senate Minority Leader Coco Pimentel to draft the proposed rules on the impeachment proceedings against Vice President Sara Duterte. In a message to reporters on Monday, March 3, the Senate chief even thanks the minority leader for his willingness to take such an action. Escudero says he will instruct the legal team to coordinate with Pimentel on the matter. Pimentel earlier expressed his willingness to lead the drafting of impeachment rules through a special subcommittee as recommended by Senate Majority Leader Francis Tolentino. But while Escudero is open to allowing Pimentel to draft the rules, he still maintains that these are mere proposals needed to be approved in plenary by the impeachment court once Congress's sessions resume. Last week, the Senate chief disclosed the time frame for the impeachment trial against Duterte. Escudero proposed for the impeachment trial to begin on July 30, 2025. Newly installed Presidential Communications Secretary J. Ruiz is eyeing the possibility of creating a regulatory body for social media in a bid to fight fake news. According to Ruiz, he hopes that there could be some sort of a regulatory body tasked to fight fake news on social media. However, he says this is still being studied. Ruiz also discloses that he has yet to study the possibility of filing charges against those who spread false information online. After taking the oath as PCO Secretary last February 24, Ruiz vowed to help the current administration disseminate essential information to the public and fight fake news. Meanwhile, Ruiz also defends the order mandating the submission of unqualified courtesy resignations of presidential appointees at the Presidential Communications Office and its attached agencies and state-run firms. In a memorandum dated February 25, Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin gave the incumbent appointees at Malacanang's premier communications arm until February 28 to quit their posts. The directive covered presidential appointees in Presidential Communications Office agencies, offices, and bureaus whose appointments are not permanent. In an interview on Monday, March 3, Ruiz was asked for the reason behind the order. Ruiz says,
Usually gano'n naman talaga kasi we're all presidential appointees here. So, para lang sa amin naman, kumbaga, siyempre, pihan sa pagpili ng ating mga kasama. Mahirap din po kasi, siyempre, kapag pagkakatiwalaan mo, mahirap kasi kung hindi mo kasama, hindi mo naman sila kilala.
Ruiz further says that the order is nothing personal.
As secretary, dapat dalhin mo rin yung sarili mo. And then, of course, assess mo rin yung mga proseso at sistema sa opisina. So, sa akin lang, siyempre, walang pasyalan.
Pope Francis remained in stable condition and didn't need any mechanical ventilation on Sunday, March 2, according to the Vatican. In an update on Sunday evening, the Vatican says the Pope has not required non-invasive mechanical ventilation but only supplemental high-flow oxygenation. It adds that the Pope does not have a fever. This was a sign that he had overcome the possible complications from a respiratory crisis on Friday, February 28, and that his breathing function overall was improving as he recovers from double pneumonia. The Vatican also says that the Pope participated in a Holy Mass on Sunday morning together with those who have been caring for him during his days in the hospital. The doctors say that the Pope remained stable but again referred to the complexity of his overall condition and kept his prognosis guarded. The Pope again skipped his weekly noon blessing to avoid even a brief public appearance from the hospital. Instead, the Vatican distributed a message written by the Pope from Gemelli Hospital in which he thanked his doctors for their care and well-wishers for their prayers. The Pope, who had part of one lung removed as a young man, has lung disease and was admitted to Gemelli Hospital on February 14 after a bout of bronchitis worsened and turned into a complex pneumonia in both lungs.